Hello everyone, I'm Aaron Miller, the Food and Beverage Director and Executive Chef of the Mountain Lodge in Telluride, Colorado. Happy Cinco de Mayo! Before we get to the cocktail today, let's talk a little bit about Cinco de Mayo. First off, Cinco de Mayo is not the Mexican Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo celebrates the Battle of Puebla. The Mexican army defeated a far superior French army and gave Mexico a sense of pride, even though the French would return a year later to conquer Mexico. But the Battle of Puebla was also significant for the United States, as France sided with the South, the Confederacy. And if Mexico had lost to France, the American Civil War, which was underway at the time, may have turned out differently. Now, on to the cocktail. Today, we're going to do a Tommy Margarita. Now, what makes a Tommy Margarita different than, let's say, a regular margarita? Well, there's two differences. First being, there's no Cointreau or triple sec used in a Tommy Margarita. Instead, Agave Nectar was used. Now, the second difference is really the tequila, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, the history of the Tommy Margarita, unlike the original margarita, is very definitive. It was invented by Julio Bermejo at his parents' restaurant named Tommy's in San Francisco in 1990. Now, back to tequila. The right tequila is important in a Tommy Margarita. I can't stress that enough. Now, a regular margarita with Cointreau triple sec can hide a weaker tequila. So you see a lot of silvers used for that, and that's fine. The regular margarita does have its place. But as far as margaritas and Mayas are concerned, I absolutely love the Tommy. I will order a Tommy any day of the week above a normal, regular, whatever margarita. Now, the right tequila is important. Today, I'm using Roca Patron Reposado, which is aged in American bourbon barrels. Its nose has a little vanilla, a little caramel, a little butterscotch, and it actually has this scent in the far back of caramelized pineapple, and it's got some dried apricot notes, in fact. The flavor is extraordinary. It's incredibly smooth. It's sweet with vanilla, a little bit of caramel, and a touch of ginger. Now, first, before we do this, let's go ahead and grab a glass. Instead of using a rock glass, I am going to use more or less a coupe. So I am going to rim this glass with a little salt to begin. But since this is a Tommy Margarita, I'm going to go a little fancy. And I'm going to use my polka dot salt, which is made with kosher salt and Hawaiian black sea salt. So you get some nice little polka dots around the rim. It's nice. Remember, garnishes are important. We eat with our eyes, we drink with our eyes before we actually eat or drink anyway. So, now, the glass is prepped. So now, all we're going to do, we're going to grab a shaker, we're going to fill it with ice. Now, this recipe is extremely simple. There's only 3 ingredients. So let's start with, I'm going to go 2 ounces. I lost a little bit there. Of Roca Patron Reposado. Then we're going to add an ounce of lime juice, fresh lime juice. Okay, it's important to use fresh lime juice. Limes are tart enough without them sitting on a refrigerated grocery store shelf for who knows how long. So squeeze it fresh, people, especially in a Tommy. Now, I'd say 1 more lime will do it, and there we go. So I'm going to go ahead. 1 ounce of fresh lime juice, and we're going to go ahead now and use 1 ounce of agave nectar. I'm going to pour that right on in. Now, if you don't have agave nectar, that's fine. A simple syrup will work, and that's fairly easy to make. So now I'm going to go ahead, pop the top on. Let's really pop the top on. Give it a shake. Now, unlike regular margarita, I'm going to go ahead and double strain neat into my coupe. And there we go. Now, a little wheel garnish. And we're good to go. That is a Tommy Margarita. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the little bell if you want to be alerted every time we upload a new video. If you happen to be in Telluride and you're looking for a bottle of tequila, check out Bottle Works in downtown Telluride. They're well stocked, trust me. Stay safe out there, everybody. Be good to each other. And again, happy Cinco de Mayo.